Before this voice takes you any further, there is something you should know. I am not here to make you believe anything, not here to make you follow anyone, and not here to make you feel better. The only thing I do is point to something that has always been with you, but has never been pointed out. What you will hear on this channel is not motivation, not philosophy, and not comfort. It is what remains after every belief falls silent. I spent years examining this through direct experience before daring to speak even a single word. So if you're only looking for something pleasant to listen to, this may not be your place. But if somewhere deep inside you are searching for truth, no matter how much it may shake your world, stay and listen, not to me, but to what is already listening within you. Have you ever wondered why manifestation doesn't work? In modern spiritual circles, many people are familiar with the practice of manifestation. Some may have tried it themselves. Sometimes it seems to work, sometimes it doesn't. But have you ever asked why, for some people, it simply produces no result at all? Perhaps we can explore this question together in a moment of quiet reflection. This article is titled, Manifestation, Desire Beneath the Shadow of Universal Laws. In an era where manifestation is presented as a shortcut to success, many are led to believe that simply tuning one's frequency to match a desire, or vividly imagining success with enough intensity, will cause it to instantly materialize in their lives. Yet in truth, manifestation is only a small cog within the vast and intricate machinery of the universe, which operates under countless other laws: the law of karma, the law of balance, and the law of time, among others. Viewing manifestation in isolation from these laws often leads to distorted expectations. When manifestation begins from an intense, unexamined desire, that desire quietly gives rise to a new ego. We become attached to methods, attached to outcomes, and start believing we can control the universe itself. Excessive craving turns inward and becomes inner conflict, clouding the mind rather than bringing clarity and ease. The universe sustains itself through balance. Manifestation is not the act of conjuring something from nothing, but the unfolding of cause and effect in alignment. If you seek a great result, you must ask yourself whether you have ever created causes of equal magnitude. Continually asking without ever giving, or expecting refined outcomes without cultivating corresponding causes, is a violation of the law of balance, often ending in failure or in gains that require the loss of something else in return. People often impose deadlines upon the universe out of impatience. Yet the universe always moves according to the appropriate timing, faithfully governed by conditions and causes. What you manifest may not yet appear, not because it will never come, but because the conditions have not fully ripened, including the mind's capacity to receive it. If something arrives before the mind is stable enough, it may become a burden rather than a blessing. Acceptance of the law of time softens resistance and allows clarity toward what is already unfolding in the present. Manifestation cannot succeed through wishing alone without the cost of aligned causes. Under the law of karma, the universe functions through balance as described. If one has never cultivated giving, never practiced relinquishment, or still carries latent karmic consequences from past harm to others, then no matter how precisely one tunes frequency or intention, the desired result may not arise. The mind may still be carrying unresolved consequences of prior actions. The courage to face and take responsibility for these causes is part of realigning the mind with truth. The most dangerous distortion of manifestation arises when outcomes fail to meet expectations. Practitioners often develop resentment toward fate, the universe, or themselves. Resentment contracts the mind, trapping it in cycles of blame, rather than turning inward to observe the mechanics of desire still operating within. Obsession with outcomes gradually replaces self-refinement, and inner peace quietly fades away. True manifestation is not about forcing the world to bend to our will, but about cultivating causes in balanced completeness, accepting timing, and releasing fixation on results. One must recognize that we are only a part of the universal order. What appears in life corresponds to the causes we have created and the state of mind capable of receiving the result. If something has not yet arrived, there may still be aspects of cause or mental readiness that have not been honestly seen or fully faced. When manifestation is truly understood, the mind naturally releases after action. Many still use manifestation for worldly matters, career, finances, or immediate problem solving, as long as they continue to live within society. This is understandable, but it should be regarded as a temporary tool, not a path. As long as there is a user of the tool continues to bind us to the same level at which the problem exists. Use manifestation only as a compass, to reflect the direction of the mind, not as the final answer to life. The true purpose is not to obtain what is desired, but to see desire so clearly that it no longer needs to govern the direction of one's life. Manifestation may manage life, but it never touches the root of suffering. When the mind extinguishes the cause of desire, which is the root of suffering, what truly belongs will arise on its own, without being asked for. This is not manifestation. It is the result of not resisting reality. Before this talk comes to an end, take a moment, just pause, and look quietly at the desire within your own mind. There is no need to rush to make it happen, no need to force the universe to respond. Just see it, exactly as it is. Because sometimes what we call manifestation is not the power of the universe. It may simply be the ego's desire trying to rearrange the world according to its own wishes. And one day when that desire is seen clearly enough, it begins to loosen on its own. And in that moment you may start to understand something simple. What is meant to happen never needs to be forced, and what truly belongs to you never needs to be asked for. What matters most is not what I say, but what you see. Until we meet again, when you are ready.